All right. So thanks again, everyone, for hopping on here. And hopefully you join because you've got something that you want to share with everybody that's been working, right? That's a one goal that I don't want this to always just be, what's going on and what we're not doing or what we need to stop doing, or anything like that. I really, truly think that we can all benefit in so many ways from each other. So now I've muted everyone, and I'll go around. I'll call your name out as I unmute you, because if anybody hops in, I just don't want it to be a distraction to us. So think about it for a minute, and I'll share what's working for me so far. And because again, I think it's really going to build with us. So the one thing that I have found that is working for me right now, because again, I think everybody knows our summer has been slower. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody's, starting back to school here in Tennessee. I think you guys up in New York, you've still got a little bit longer. But what I have taken advantage of doing is going back through a lot of those customer names and contact information that I have, and just sending them messages. Nothing Thrive related. And it's simply been, oh my gosh, girl, I can't believe it's been so long since I've talked to you. I just came across your name on a piece of paper. How in the world are you? So again, it's made that connection that, I haven't touched in a while. So I'm going to start with Melissa first. I'm going to unmute you. And Melissa,
Okay.
what's something that you've been doing that is working?
Let's see. Sampling's been working pretty good for me, and that's me. We're throwing out, hey, like hit me up with, during this time if you want a sample. And then I've just had random people that have been watching me that have reached out to me and asked for a sample. And off those samples, I mean, I've had a couple people in month, I would say sorry, I'm a little winded, I'm walking, that have ordered off of that.
Off of the samples.
And I had a guy just actually reach out to me about a couple weeks ago that we were in a class together 6 years ago.
You're frozen.
I tried Thrive a while back, and he's new, married, has a baby, and he was thinking at doing it again. So he hit me up on the offer this past weekend with the free strawberry shake mix, and I threw in $50 in credits towards his next month.
Awesome. Awesome. So you took advantage of the promo from the company this month, and you're throwing in some credits for next month. Awesome. Perfect. All right. I'm going to keep going. I don't know if this is my service or if it is, if it's just Melissa's. I'm going to mute Melissa back again, and I'm going to come over to you, Dawn. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. So what is it that you have found that you've been doing that's working?
Well, I think what Cheryl and I'm doing is the locals. She got a ton of people last month, and I plan on having a lot of people there this month. But they seem to be really well. I mean, what started out as 2, to then 5 and 10 and 15. And unfortunately, I didn't have anybody this month, but I think she got 6 new people off of our local. And we're doing another one this month, and I think we're going to get Michael more there this month, and we're going to start focusing on some of the skincare too, a little bit more.
Perfect. That's awesome. I love it. Because yeah, at those live locals, you can definitely, it's such a great opportunity for them to be able to see it, feel it, and experience that skincare. So I love it. So keep us updated on that. All right, Julie, I see that you have joined us, and I'm just asking everyone to share one thing that you're doing that is working for you. So I'm trying to unmute you, but I don't think I can. She may have to unmute herself. She may have come in muted. Okay, Kelly, again, I think this is you, 585-750-4590. I'm going to unmute that number. And if you will share what you've been doing, that is something that you're doing that seems to be working for you.
Lisa?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I can, but for a while I couldn't hear you. You went somewhere. So I just called the end of my number. You were asking me what's working for me?
Yep.
I wanted to Dawn, well,
I'm having a terrible time. I can't hear anything again.
Probably 5 months. Done it
So-
at, we had one at every other,
Okay.
we do every other, we do it at our house. Her house 1 month, mine the next month.
that's awesome. So what I'm doing right now is I've got a sample out to a guy. He was really struggling with diarrhea on it, so we had him stop for a while. Now I got him doing one pill, half a sheet, and he started that back up today. I got one lady who just bought the mask for her mother. So got things going, but I haven't really been working it. Just what other people are doing.
Well, but you know what? Just like you knowing that, you haven't been working it, but at the same time, don't be too hard on yourself, because the fact that you got to sample out, you're working with that customer, which is one of the biggest things about our business, is truly helping our customers whenever, because not everyone's going to just start right off and have this wonderful, perfect experience. So that's where it's so important for us to come in at. So awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, I am going to go back over to Julie, because I think, Julie, you unmuted yourself earlier. I don't know why. I'm going to try to unmute you, but I don't know if I can. So if you want to share and unmute, that would be awesome, and tell me what's going on that you're doing that is working for you guys right now.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am unmuted. So the biggest thing this time of year is really busy with going back to school and all of that. So my idea and messages that are being sent are more educational. I know already the summer's gone by, the fall's upon us. I know for me, this is when I really start focusing even more on myself, making goals for the fall. Like, fall is a perfect time for detoxing and starting new things. So all I'm saying, and then something about the Thrive is what I focus right now, and maybe putting a little blurb about that. I hope you have a great rest of the summer. I'll be in touch in the fall. So all it is really just education, planting the seeds. It's not, will you take a look? Are you interested? Will you take a look? Right now, kids are going back to school. Like most people that I've reached out to in the last 2 weeks, it's too busy right now. I'll be interested. I have my list of people to reach out to in September is growing, but nobody's ready right now. Like in New York, Lisa, kids don't go back to school until September.
So right. So yours is just you're full on summer break then.
Right. Exactly.
I gotcha. Awesome. I love that, Julie, just by kind of just setting that expectation. And it can look at like, so many different things, and what Julie was just describing, it's a perfect time to just kind of set them up for success, but also setting them up for that expectation that she's coming back around. She's going to be following up, just like going through the screen on here, you know that I'm coming to your name to ask what you're doing that's working. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Julie. All right. And I think this is Michelle down here. Michelle just unmuted you. So if you want to share what you're doing, which I think Dawn's already bragged on you, but.
Oh, I must have missed it. Damn. Anyway, I'm in the same boat everybody else is. It's a difficult time right now. We're all busy. I'll be honest, this week for me when I was off, it was a whirlwind. And I did sprinkle in Thrive here and there, but was I doing it like I should have been? No. Although I did meet with two ladies. Went to their house. It was a mother-daughter who I have a new Thriver that started with me who's been watching me, and never did I expect her. So I gave her the samples, and then boom, she's feeling awesome. She had a family reunion, and these two ladies are family members. So I went and I sat and I talked with them, mother-daughter. They were going on a little mini vacation, and they're starting their samples tomorrow. So I have it in my calendar, get in touch with them, day one, walk them through, make them comfortable, any questions, this and that. I'm kind of focusing a lot on the skincare right now myself. Yes, I'm putting some of the 1, 2, 3 in, but the skincare, and now with the new mask and everything, because it's a little more reasonable, people are a little more apt to want to buy it. So we'll see what it's all about. Yes, and we're doing these monthly things. And Dawn, as a reminder, I was going to tell you too, we need to create that event.
Yeah, I know. I got people I got to talk about. I will talk to you after this.
Okay. I didn't want to forget about it. And when it was mentioned, I'm like, oh my God, I was going to talk to her and I got so busy at work today. So but anyway, really, that's kind of my worry. I'm kind of wishy-washy. I'm like trying to come up with a new verbiage because I feel like stay. And I don't want to, and I like what Julie has said. I don't want to jam it down the throat. Maybe, teaching about it, I guess. But then today I just had somebody literally probably an hour ago who I used to work with a long ago, and she said, I lost 20 pounds, but, I don't have any energy, and I've been watching you, and I would like, to know more. So I said, right away, I said, phone number, blah, blah. And, it said that she had one already. And I said, you have somebody else? And she said, no. So I said, can you get me another email? She said, yes, I'll get in touch tomorrow, and I'll get you my work email. So I don't know why it wouldn't take her email. But I guess we've all come into that in there.
Right. Well, and sometimes you just need to send a message to support. They can usually guide you on stuff like that too. Because it can be a couple of different things. So thank you so much, Michelle. I love the fact that you guys are doing those events. You're doing the samples. And that's what I kind of keep on hearing and that's why I wanted to write it down. It's samples, it's locals, it's samples, it's customer service, and it's events and samples. So, those are the things. Don't think, and I saw the big Rochester, event that you guys were just at. I love it. Julie and Jerry, I saw y'all up front, and I think I saw a couple of familiar faces in there. It doesn't have to be a big event like that. The closeness and the sincerity that I think people feel whenever it's a smaller room, just like Michelle, you were saying, the mother and daughter, where you guys just kind of jumped together and had that event together. Those are some of the things that are going to build, and those little small events, you're so much more able to be relaxed. And that's some of the things that I want you to build on and think about, is because of the fact that, again, going right back to what Julie said, that customer care and letting them hear you. We can type like all this stuff out, and I'm sure you've heard it before, and it's like this and some phones, it may break it up even into 3 messages. If it's a messenger, it's usually just like one really big long thing. But the voice message, letting them hear your smile, whenever you sit like this or you sit like this, you can hear the smile, and speaking and saying those things to people. One of the things that, like with one of Melissa's customers that we were doing that with, they responded, I'm at work right now, I can't listen to it, because she was afraid she was going to have to play it over speaker. Letting her know that she can literally push the play and put it up to her ear to hear it play. So again, letting them hear your excitement, letting them hear the sincerity of exactly what Julie was just saying. Hey, this is a wonderful time of the year for you to kind of reflect on your personal goals, things that you're wanting to start doing. I know myself personally, I'm getting ready to do some detox. I'll catch back up with you in the fall. She may be getting messages from, what do you mean a detox? How do you do a detox? Can you tell me, so those are going to open up other doors, whenever you start describing or telling and sharing with people on what you're doing. Really pinpointing, if Kelly, if you weren't talking to that customer that was on that sample and finding out that they were having diarrhea, I mean, obviously a lot of people, if you've got more gunk and toxins on the inside, when we start that Thrive nutrition in our body, we know that some people may have that unfortunate experience of having to flush their system out in that way. But if you're not there to help guide them through it, what are they going to do? They're going to quit. They're going to stop doing it. So setting those expectations of, some people, may experience that. Tell me how much water you're drinking, and talking them through, what you are going to be doing to help them guide through those steps. But also being realistic. If they're a heavy person and all they eat is just crap food, that may be something that their gut is going to dump a lot more than someone that's already working out and healthy and drinking lots of water, right? I mean, that's just a given. But you have to help them on that path. One of the things that I wanted to kind of help you with, because the fact that, again, just like Julie said, the fall is coming. I know you guys are still experiencing a lot of the summertime vacation stuff, but there's 7 simple steps that I truly think is going to, and I know every single one of you, I've had personal conversations with every single one of you, and I know that every single one of you want to make this business a success. You want to take it, and the sky's not even the limit. So I know you want to go there. So there's 7 things that, and again, we can dive down into these 7 things on different conversations if you guys are interested and you want to do that. One is make the decision that you're going to the top. These down times, these slow times, these knowing that you could sit there and kick yourself in the tail because you haven't been working your business. Those are the things that you can't stay there. You can think about it, you can focus on it, and then you can move on. But you've got to make the decision that you're going to master what it takes for you to get to the top. Number 2 is having that mindset of a recruiter. And I'm not saying that everyone that you talk to is that you're trying to recruit someone to promote. I'm talking, we have a gift. We have an amazing gift that has changed our lives. I know it's changed my life. Again, I know I've had conversations with everyone. So truly having that mindset that we do have an amazing product and everyone, everywhere we go, can benefit from it. Number 3 is collecting friends. So don't really look at it or talk to people, again, and I keep going back to what you guys have shared with me, what Julie just shared earlier, what Melissa was saying earlier about somebody that she was in class with 2 years ago. They're seeing your posts. They're hearing the excitement. They're watching you do life all the time. So collect friends and truly, sincerely build those relationships. Yes, it takes work, but at the same time, we've got this little guy here, and you just, if you can just have your list of people that you're focusing on building those relationships with, that way you're going to continue to grow that. Number 4 is positive daily habits. And I'm sure if I unclicked everyone again, you could give me 3 things that you do without even thinking about it as a habit. So what is it? Are you doing your personal growth daily? Because we, not just as a Thrive promoter or Thrive customer, but what are we doing to grow ourselves personally daily? Adding people obviously to our business. That's something. Educate yourself on the products. You know, I mean, even just digging in and diving in and looking through it, not that we have to know every single ingredient that's in the products, but whenever you read through and you look at some of that stuff that, you know, when you first start, it's like overwhelming, all the information. Go back and just kind of just stroll through these, especially with all of our new skincare. Why is charcoal so beneficial to use? You know, I mean, there's so many information and tools and things out there that can give you information and educate you, so that when people are asking, you know, you can tell them what it's doing to your skin, but also why it's beneficial. Always being prepared. I think I see Dawn getting close and writing. How many of you came, you know, with a piece of paper and a pen to write down what we're covering and what we're talking about tonight? So samples in your purse or business cards or whatever it is that you are prepared and you are always ready to go. And enthusiasm. Every single person on here, I know you don't lack that, but that's something that there are some days that it's a little bit harder to, you know, I have a 16-year-old daughter still at home. Some days are a little bit more difficult. And then last but not least is thinking bigger. We hear talk about that all the time with our goals, setting our goals, what we're doing with our goals, how we're working our goals, and truly, you know, the things that can help us dive in and dig deeper on all of that. So again, I want to thank you guys, every single one of you. I'm going to end the recording right now. So thank you guys for hopping on. Let me stop it.